All right, so today we had games played in the Nigeria Professional Football League, March day 21, and Dumnadio Konta was at the Agege Stadium. We just wanted you to capture that part where we had a minute silence across all venues today where games were played in the Nigeria Professional Football League. A minute silence was observed for our fallen hero, our fallen legend, Stephen Okechukwu Keshi. Just to let you know that the league management company, the Nigeria Football Federation, have also opened a register of condolence for Stephen Okechukwu Keshi. This is news just coming in now, and we need to let you see this. The Vice President, Oshibajo, as also Professor Yemi Oshibajo, Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, has reacted to the passing of Stephen Keshi. He says the news of the sudden death of Mr. Stephen Keshi saddens our nation. As captain and coach of our national team, his service, dedication, achievements, including lifting the African Nations Cup, both as a player and then as a coach, remain a great testament to the value of hard work. That's coming from the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Oshibajo, also reacting to the passing of Stephen Okechukwu Keshi. We'll come back to the league before the end of the show, but let's just quickly tell you that today the World Soccer Governing Body, FIFA, have finally revealed the special ranking that they talked about, special ranking that will be used by the Confederation of African Football, CAF, for the third and the final round of draw for the 2018 World Cup. The announcement has been made and the pots are out, and we'll just quickly run through for you. Nigeria will be playing from pot 2, all right? As you can see on your screen, Nigeria will be playing from pot 2, but pot 1, we have Algeria, Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana, Senegal, Tunisia, 5 countries. Pot 2, you have Cape Verde, Egypt, Congo Democratic Republic, Nigeria, Mali. The usual style is that the teams in the same pot do not draw themselves. You can draw a team from another pot, but the teams in the same pot will not be together. So that means Nigeria will not be in the same group with Egypt, those that knocked us out of the Nations Cup, Gabon next year. We're not going to be in the same group with Cape Verde, Congo DR, or Mali, but we can draw any of the teams in pot 1. Let's see what pot 3 looks like. We have Cameroon, you have Morocco, you have Guinea, South Africa, and Congo. That's Congo-Brazzaville. And then in the final pot, pot 4, you have Uganda, Burkina Faso, Zambia, Gabon, and Libya. All right, so that's it. It's finally out. FIFA have done the special ranking. Nigeria will be playing from pot 2. And for us, it means the real battle begins. We have to pray for favorable draw. June 24. That's when the final draw will be made in Egypt, in Cairo, Egypt. We pray for a good draw, and then we know what we need to do to qualify for the 2018 World Cup in Russia. Let's come very quickly to the league. We were at the Agege Stadium together today. MFM 2-0 winners over Nasarawa United. We'll show you highlights of that one. That's it on your beautiful goal by Olatunbosun, Sikuru Olatunbosun. Yeah. 2 beautiful goals. Excellent goals. And what can you say? MFM, they're really punching above their weight, and they play excellent football.
That is it, Tony. You know, they delight the crowd. And when you look at the teams that have drawn their games against MFM at this venue, you talk in terms of Rangers, Kano Pillars, and Enyimba. These are some of the best teams. So you can even pardon them for the draws. But I mean, today's game, they were so dominant, especially in the first half. The 2 goals were scored in the first half. Nasarawa United will have themselves to blame because
Rangers wants this guy, but MFM, look at that goal. That goal is a beauty.
Yeah, the first goal. He shielded. He was backing the defender. Controlled very well, and you know, as soon as he turned,
and was a flash of a shot.
And the goalkeeper
of Nasarawa could do nothing about
it. I think they deserve their victory. Nasarawa United will go back home, you know, ruin the fact that
they had their chances as well.
They had their chances, especially in the beginning of the game, and they didn't put the chances away. But on the balance of play, I think
MFM deserved their win.
Deserved their victory.
All right, there were a lot of other dramatic results across the centers today. Let's just quickly try to get you up to speed with the results from other centers. March day 21 of the Nigeria Professional Football League. MFM 2-0 against Nasarawa United. You saw 2 first-half goals by Sikiro Olatubosun. Lobby Stars 3-1 over Shooting Stars. Okpotu with one of the goals for Lobby. This was a dramatic game in Uyo. 3-3. Sunshine scored first through Okiki Afolabi. Aqua United equalized, scored the second, scored the third. Okiki Afolabi made it 3-2, and Dele Olorundare with the last kick of the game made it 3-3. 6-goal thriller in Uyo. Good result for Sunshine. Abia Warriors forced Ikorodu United to a 1-1 draw as well in Umahia. Wiki, league leaders, continue their good run, 1-0 over El Kaneme Warriors of Maiduguri. And then you had Warri Wolves come down from 2 goals down to force Atlant to a draw in Warri. Rangers also keeping pressure on Wiki with a 1-0 win over Kano Pillars. Tornadoes also in the Middle Belt Derby, 1-0 winners over Plateau. Tomorrow, we're going to be having Enyimba
against Rivers
United. That's going to be a good game. Top of the table clash?
Yeah. In the first stanza, Rivers United defeated them 1-0. I think it was the first game
of the
season. And Enyimba will want to play them back in their own coin. But Rivers have done so well after that time. They've gradually climbed up to the ladder. At the time, they were leading before Wiki Tourist. I think we have not given Wiki
enough credit. Abdullah Mekaiba and his boys.
They've scored the highest number of goals in the Premier League, and they have considered the least. So it shows that while they are scoring, they are also very tight.
Well.
Tight at the back. And
that's the hallmark of
a great
team that wins the championship.
And they have a striker, Godin Obaje, who is quite phenomenal.
13 goals
doing so well, and a lot of clubs. I don't know how they're going to hold on to him, but I learned that they can only sell. The chairman of the club, Matori, said he can only sell Obaje to an European club.
What's the dollar? Euro dollar. All right, but that's a good one. We're happy with the attention and the quality of the football that we're seeing in the league. All right, so tomorrow we'll see Enyimba against Rivers United. Let's quickly go abroad. Ivorian Eric Bailey has moved to Manchester United. That's about the first signing for Jose Mourinho. That's an interesting one. The Ivorian has impressed for Cote d'Ivoire, and has impressed for Valencia as well. For Villarreal as well in the Spanish La Liga.
Jose Mourinho is always in love with Ivorian players.
African players, strong guys.
Strong guys. Salomon Kalou played under him, and
Didier Drogba, John Mikel Obi. A lot of African players have thrived under Mourinho.
I think that's why a lot of Africans, especially Nigerians, love Jose Mourinho. There have been a lot of complaints when Sir Alex Ferguson was there that because of the Nations Cup and the Copa America, he doesn't like signing African players because at that period in the year, they will always be released to go and play, and that could, weaken the title aspirations of his team. But for Jose Mourinho, his love, his belief in African players has endeared him to so many Africans. So we wish the Ivorian player well. We hope he continues from where he has stopped in the Spanish La Liga, and also contribute his quota to the team Manchester United. The EPL is a lot tougher than the La Liga, so we hope he adjusts and is able to rise up to the challenges.
All right, let me also say this one as we get ready to wrap up the show, that the International Tennis Federation have announced a 2-year ban for Maria Sharapova. A lot of people have been waiting. Is there going to be a slap on the wrist for Maria? But at last, the ITF have announced that Sharapova will be off the game for 2 years. That's the story. Maria Sharapova has been banned for 2 years by the International Tennis Federation. All right, let's close the show the way we started it. Read your comments on Twitter. Dedicated, of course, this show tonight to the memory of our legend, our good friend who has passed on, Stephen Okechukwu Keshi. Aldrin Ativie says, Coach Keshi was great. He will be missed greatly. May his soul rest in peace. I am Chukwemeka J. Ofo. Says, I am still in shock. Words cannot describe how I feel. I'm still your greatest fan, even in death. I was talking to Stephen Keshi. Says, hashtag rest in peace. Keshi. That's coming from him. And Nedakbo says, it's unbelievable that Keshi is no more. Simply unbelievable. All right, that's how we have to wrap it up on Sports Tonight. This midweek has been a special edition of the show dedicated to the memory of Stephen Okechukwu Keshi. All right, thank you for watching. We'll be back here tomorrow. We hope there will be no bad news to spread, but enjoy the rest of the night, and we'll see you with a bigger and a better and a more enjoyable edition of Sports Tonight tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye now.